I'm sorry that it's a seller's market, but this video is going to give you the answers you need to know how to buy a house in a seller's market. Just like the one we're in right now here in Phoenix. If you're trying to buy a house that you love this year, then this video is going to be for you. It's going to give you the clarity that you need to get it done. And oh, by the way, I'm Phoenix real estate agent John Cunningham with eXp Realty, and I'm here to help you find your home. And to do that, do your research, get rid of the noise, and find your neighborhood. Start by subscribing. And to really save a boatload of cash, check out my moving kit. And that way, you'll be included in my inner circle for home buyers. Link in the description. Now, here's how to buy a house in a seller's market. To begin, stop listening to the drunk monkey. He has no business in your head. This is really important. It's really important to be ultra focused during this time. You cannot afford to have negative opinions jumping all over the place and taking you off task. So the number one step I have, which wouldn't be surprising, is commit to telling fear that it has no power over you. Now the secret is you might not feel it. You might be feeling some anxiety, but remember this, you do not have to submit. And remember, actions are always louder than words. Now, number two is be willing to be guided. Be open to new ideas and tactics that might take you across the finish line that you hadn't even imagined before. Now, I know this feels vulnerable, but when we open up, that's when the good stuff happens. That's when the new ideas can take hold and really help you achieve something that you might not have thought possible before. And quite honestly, not doing this is exactly why so many people end up settling for second best or giving up altogether. So you gotta kill off the stinking thinking and commit to making your highest goal not to settle for second best. And number three is get really clear about what you want. Like really clear. You've gotta write down your vision, your family's vision. Do it together. You've got to write down exactly what it is that you're looking for in this house. I recommend that you make a needs and wants list. Draw a T across a piece of paper. On one side are the needs, on one side are the wants. If you don't do something like that, chances are really high that when you get out there and start looking, you're going to be blown around like a piece of scrap paper on a windy day in Chicago. Another way to put this is by knowing what you want, your focus will be unwavering. Yeah, it's really important to write these goals down in permanent ink so you know exactly what you want and you don't lose sight of that. Once that's done, you can move on to step number 4, which is to fling open the gates in order to let the good stuff in. You've got to kick through the doors of doubt, stand up, and let the world know that you mean business. And no one's going to stop you. And if you have a family who's going to be involved with this, you guys have got to lock arms together, adopt the same mindset, and go for it. Now look, I realize that this might sound all philosophical and all, but it's really a lot more important than the actual tactics that we're going to use to help you get the home you want. See, here's the point I'm trying to make. If you come strong, the market is going to actually submit to you. And if you come into the arena sheepishly, you're going to get slaughtered. Don't do that. And one of the ways you can ensure that you do that is by implementing step number 5. Hold yourself accountable. It's not enough to just say it once or twice because you'll probably just forget it. Instead, share your plan with your family and your agent. Let them know how serious you are about this house thing. Share all the details with them, and that'll really help you from wandering off in the wrong direction. Believe me, it happens all the time. People start looking at houses, and the next thing you know, they're looking at 2-bedroom condos in a high-rise. Yeah, so if you don't have clarity, you can easily get pulled in a million different directions. That's why this accountability thing is such a big deal. Step number 6 is you just gotta accept the reality of the market. Right now, there are 10,000 people moving into the greater Phoenix area every single month. Think about that. 10,000 people every single month. Our economy has the lowest unemployment that it's seen since the mid-1960s. There's people working who shouldn't be working. Everybody's got a job. Home builders don't have enough land. That's right, they haven't put enough land under contract in order to be able to keep up with this crazy demand. We know that because home builders need to have land secured years ahead of time in order to have time to develop the land, put in the infrastructure, the streets, the sewers, the electrical, the cable. All that stuff takes years to get installed before the actual homes can be built. So we know that the builders do not have enough land in their coffer right now in order to meet that demand. This means that rents will go up, not might go up, they're going to go up. So the time is now, right now today, not someday down the line. And step number 7 is try not to get hung up on the competition. Put blinders on so your mind is set like flint. Be unwavering. Realize that by digging in your heels, getting clear, opening the floodgates, holding yourself accountable, and accepting the reality of the market, that your success chances skyrocket big time. Big time. And step number 8 is realize that something like $5,000 is really a drop in the bucket compared to the security, joy, and fulfillment you'll have when you buy something that you know is the best. Do not settle. Do not veer from your goals. Do not let fear stand you down and make you cower from the commitment of the goal that you set at the beginning of this process. Really, really important. Do that for yourself. Promise me. Promise yourself. You'll be glad you did because it'll help carry you through when the times get tough. It'll help carry you through and say no to second best when you're feeling a little bit discouraged. Now, number 9 is expect competition. That's right. Right now, we have under 2 months of inventory on the market right now. What does that mean? Well, that means that if we stop helping people sell their homes right now, it would take less than 2 months to sell everything that's on the market right now. So how does that compare with a normal market? Well, normal might be 5 or 6 months worth of inventory. So right now we have a lot less than 2 months of inventory. So when the good ones come on the market, they go fast. So you've got to be prepared to act, and you've got to expect competition. Now, if you don't want competition, just go after the houses that are in poor shape, back up to the power lines, have avocado appliances, or are severely overpriced. You won't have to worry about any competition on homes like that. So yeah, expect competition. And by having that mindset, you're going to be able to protect your family's vision for that goal that's so important for you to achieve, to get that home that you've been dreaming of. You'll be like a warrior. There's nothing going to stop you. You will succeed. So number 10 is focus on what matters most. Do this, and when the right house comes along, you'll know what to do. For example, if your top attributes for your home are a 4-bedroom, a pool, and being in the right school district, then you won't get lost in those details when you see a really cute 3-bedroom home in a crummy school district. And step number 11 is honor those goals that you've written down by taking action. Here's an example. You can't wait till Sunday. If it's a Monday and you see a really great house, you can't wait to go see it until Sunday. In this market, it'll be gone. So make a plan with your agent to do what you got to do. If that means getting off at lunchtime from work so that you can go see a hot house, you just got to do it. We got to remember, we're not buying a pair of shoes here. We're buying a house. And look, I know everybody wants to get a good deal, right? Yeah, who doesn't? We all do. But in a market like this, if you offer $15,000 below market value, your offer won't even be considered. The seller knows what it's worth. You know what it's worth. And if you're working with a great agent, they'll definitely know what it's worth. So we're not going to pay a lot of attention to the advertised price. We're going to research what the market value is. And if it is $10,000 overpriced, you'll know it. If it is priced to market, you're going to know that too. And before long, after you start looking at houses, with your agent, you'll know if the price is right or not. Make sure that pre-approval is 100% complete, because when it comes in with your offer, the seller and their agent is going to scrutinize it. And if it isn't complete, if some of the boxes are unchecked, your offer will not have the strength it needs compared to others. So make sure to get that pre-approval done. Really, if you don't honor your goals with action and commitment, there's no way you're going to cross the finish line. This is a big reason why you want to hold yourself accountable. Announce your intentions. Share them with your friends and family. Even consider posting them on social media. Make it really uncomfortable to take your eyes off the prize. And step number 12 is you gotta lean on other people. You cannot do this by yourself. I guess it'd be like stitching up your own wound. I mean, yeah, Rambo did it, but was it a really good idea? Yeah, probably not. So the leverage of having a really good team is going to increase your confidence and your success rate exponentially. Have a great loan officer and real estate agent that the power to break through the barriers of a tough market won't be able to stand against you. Remember that old saying, no man is an island? Yeah, that's a good one. That one applies today. If you can't get feedback and support, if you don't have a team, you'll be all on your own, inside your own head. And that's a formula for nothing good. Believe me, I've been there. I've done that. It doesn't work. And number 13 is realize the advantages that you have access to. Go to getmovingkit.com at the end of this video to save thousands when you buy your next home with me and my team. In fact, I double dog dare you to sign up for my inner circle via Moving Kit. And let me help you get that house this year in 2020. And number 14 is you've got to stay out of the negativity trap. Avoid people who are complaining. If you detect that people are getting jealous because you're working towards this goal, stay away. The only way to move forward is to fix your eyes on the plan and don't waver. And number 15 is I want you to remember these 5 things as the most important. Number 1 is commit to not listening to the drunk monkey. Be positive. Be clear about what you want. Be well guided, hold yourself accountable, and honor your goals. And number 16 is I've got 2 more great videos for you. One is about conditional loan approval. Watch that. You'll learn something. And the next one is a really fun one. It's all about the Roosevelt Historic District downtown. Check that out, and I'll see you there.